Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another one here for you tonight. It's the Anderson Trojans and the Westwood Warriors live from Anderson High School in Austin, Texas. Jack Farrell here with you tonight once again as the Trojans are taking on one of their toughest opponents that they will face all season in this Westwood team. Should be an excellent game tonight. Just under 5 minutes to go before the opening tip. The Trojans enter tonight at 6-3. Westwood entering at 7-1. In fact, the Warriors riding a 7-game winning streak after dropping their season opener. So this is a team that hasn't faced a lot of adversity this season, as they've had a pretty light schedule to get their season going, beating teams by a lot. Looking down their list, taking out teams, some Austin teams, with Johnson down in Buda, Pflugerville and Cedar Park they beat. They beat Crockett, who Anderson will face a couple times later on this season. Cedar Park and, Westwood and Anderson don't have any common opponents, but both Cedar Park and Round Rock have played Westwood, and Westwood and Round Rock both beat Cedar Park by similar scoring margins. So imagine this team will be comparable to that Round Rock team that we saw earlier in this season. Neither team has a lot of size, although looking out there for Westwood, Gabe Parr, number 4, looks like he's grown about a whole foot, it seems like, since they played last season. So Westwood team, quite a few seniors on it. And they are led by senior guard Zach Engels, who has just been scoring a whole lot to start this season. He's pretty much an automatic 20, it seems like. Anderson got beat by this Westwood team last year, and Zach Engels was a big part of that. Another big part of that, Francis was in foul trouble for a lot of that game, but I do remember him with his best dribble move of the season against Westwood. He had a behind-the-back move with the ball to go up for a layup, and he also had a half-court shot. But Francis also coming off one of his best games of the season. He and Bennett Blackerby both scoring 21 against LBJ the last time we were here, which was last Tuesday. Both of these teams getting a week off for Thanksgiving. And by the way, I hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving. It's good to be back. Get down into this last few weeks of the semester. This is actually my finals week. Well, sort of. It's the last week of classes. So it's a high-stress time for all of us, commiserating as students. But those are the two guys that you have to look out for Westwood. We mentioned them already. It's Zach Engels and Gabe Parr. Parr with the most size out of anybody on this Westwood team, and he can do it at all 3 levels. He's a guy with a lot of leaping ability. And get him in the open court, he can throw it down. But Anderson looking to defend the home court. The JV team unable to do that. It was a long game, felt like it set the record for most fouls in a 2-minute span. The final 2 minutes of the JV game felt like it took about 20. But Anderson hoping to get a little bit more home cooking here. They need big games from their guards. That kind of 3-guard starting lineup with Wagner, Blackerby, and Francis, all three filling up a lot of scoring for this Anderson team. Mike Wagner has come out of the gates playing really, really well, and he's led this offense and led this team on the defensive side of the floor too. He's real pesky. He's hard to get around. He's got active hands. He can poke the ball away. This should be a very exciting game. This is going to be one of the best opponents that Anderson faces in their regular season slate of games, not including like tournaments and stuff like that. This will be amongst the best teams that Westwood plays. They've got Westlake, or that Anderson plays. They've got Westlake coming to town later in this tournament that they've got at the end of the week. We'll have games for you Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Should be some real stiff competition for the Trojans, but they are all better for it. It sets them up very well to get into this district slate. But now it looks like we're ready to send it down to the PA here in just a moment. Both teams heading over to their bench. And here we go. Finally got, if you want to see, this is what I was dealing with last week, sitting right where that plug is. Hello, sitting there, just being blocked by a wall of students. Love to see them supporting the home team. Love to see them be able to come and support their school after a year off last year, but doesn't doesn't make for the best broadcast environment. But of course, would much rather have fans in here than not. It's glad it feels like the sports world's healing after a weird high school year last year, weird college season. Feels like we're starting to get back to normal as far as sports go. But here we go, going to go ahead and send it down to the court. We'll have the playing of the national anthem as well as the announcements of our starting lineups. I'd like to thank you for tuning into the broadcast tonight. You're listening to Anderson Trojan Basketball on Vype Live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, rise for the national anthem. I'm filling in for Dr. Luckman, which I won't do a very good job of, but here we go. That was not me singing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's contest between the Westwood Warriors and the Anderson Trojans. Westwood Warriors come in with a record of 7-1, coached by Brad Hastings and Drew Rigney. Starters for them tonight are number 4, it's 6'7" junior Gabe Parr. Number 5, 6'4" junior Scott Schler. Number 11, 6'4" senior Josh Choi. Number 12, 6'4" senior Zach Ingalls. And number 23 is 6'6" senior Carson King. And now, the starting lineup for your Anderson Trojans. Number 1, 6'1" junior Mitchell Whitlow. Number 10, 6' junior Bennett Blackerby. Number 5, 6'2" senior Francis. Number 11, 5'11" senior Mike Wagner. And rounding out the lineup, number 24, 6'3" senior Nate Langley. Anderson's coached by Daniel Binsford, along with Eric Swanson, Jose Chavez, Michael Scott, and Robert Lynch.
Well, we're back. Getting ready to get started in this one. Hope you all enjoyed my rendition of the national anthem. 8 minutes up on the clock for the first quarter. Zeros on the scoreboard, and it looks like we are just about ready to go. Trojans not quite ready to take the court as that base is booming. Yikes. Any second we could turn that off. There we go. It'll be Carson King to jump for Westwood. We've got quite a bit more size than Anderson, but that hasn't been a problem for the Trojans at any point during the Daniel Pittsford era. So here we go. It'll be Langley versus King. It's your usual starting lineup for the Trojans, as Langley can't come up with that one, as Josh Choi going to be bringing it up for the Warriors. Kicks it over across the court to Carson King. They leave him wide open for three, and he knocks it down. So a lapse for Anderson to get things going, and Westwood strikes first with a wide open three. It's Whitlow. There's Blackerby with it on the right wing. Bennett trying to work his way into the middle of the field, dumps it off to Langley. Langley trying to get a man to miss, and he can't. It was thrown off the foot of a Westwood player, but they'll just allow a play on as back outside to Blackerby. Bennett going to cross over to the right. This time going to take it all the way to the hoop, and this time it's going to be no good. Rebound underneath to Josh Choi, and here come the Warriors with a 3-point lead. We've seen Anderson sometimes struggle in the early going of games, as here's King with the screen up top. Gets it switched out to Langley. It's Engels outside on Blackerby. Engels going to drive in. Bennett knocks it away, comes up with it, and passes it ahead to Francis. Here comes Jack, 2-on-1. Layup behind his head is no good, and that's going to be out of bounds. No, didn't touch out of bounds. Looked like might have hit the baseline off a couple of Westwood players, but no. Rebound to Gabe Parr, and it'll go the other direction. I imagine the game plan is to really remove Zach Engels from this game as much as you can. He's still going to give you at least 15, it seems like, but you can't do anything but try and do your best to slow him down, as that one's knocked away by Whitlow and out of bounds. So the two touches for Zach Engels, he's blocked and he turns it over. Good start for the Trojan defense on him. Just got to make sure to defend the other four guys out there. Now it's back out, and the Warriors will reset with Sky Dreschler. Here's Parr working on Wagner. Going to take it into his chest, goes up and banks it in. Nice job finishing through contact. That's a tough finish for Gabe Parr. 5-0 Warriors. Wagner working his way in. Langley looked at the three. He's going to put it on the floor. Now back outside Whitlow. Blackerby has it in the corner. He's going to try a three. That's no good off back iron. Whitlow goes up and gets it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Engels had the rebound, and Whitlow is there. They're making it frustrating for Zach Engels in the early going here. Wagner to inbound, 6 minutes. Anderson yet to score here. They get it into Langley. He's going to put it on the floor, try to get it outside to Blackerby, and he just does, nearly turning it over. So here's Wagner. Choi defending him. Calling out a play. Screen comes from Whitlow. Wagner loses it going up. It's Henry Chuo taking it away. He's fresh off the bench, and Whitlow takes it right back. Swing to Francis. He's going to have an open look at a three. That's too short. Langley up with the rebound, and that's going to be out of bounds. Angle touched it. Langley might have gotten away with a little bit of a body on there, but Anderson will certainly take it as they trail by 5. Into Francis. He goes up with it and gets it to go right over Engels. So Jack Francis doing what he does best, getting that one to go. Here's Chuo working on Wagner. They kick it across. Engels. Francis gambled on the pass. Now a kick into the corner. It's low, so they'll just have to reset. It's going to be Parr with it outside. And from what I can tell, Parr's going to want to get you going downhill. And with his size, it's going to be tough to defend as Choi goes behind the back. Back outside, Engel's going to try a three. That's way off. An air ball. Bennett Blackerby, Anderson in a 3-on-1. He tried to go too much with the pass. And that's going to be a turnover. Getting a little too fancy. Just make the simple play. And Westwood going to burn their first timeout. It's been all defense to start this one. Just 3 baskets in 3 minutes for either side. See if it's going to be just a 30-second timeout for Westwood, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. Anderson doing a good job against Engels so far in this one, forcing him into 2 misses, including an air ball, and he's got a couple of turnovers. But again, it's usually not the defense that's the trouble for Anderson. It's on the other end. And so far it has been. This Westwood defense doing a pretty good job on them, and they're also making some unforced errors, and I feel like that has been the name of the game for Anderson all season, except for that Round Rock game where, kid scored 46 points. They still almost came back and won that game. Up top for Josh Choi. Kick it over to King, who hit the three to open the game. Parr inside. They don't really have much of an answer for him underneath, but that's good defense by Whitlow. And Chuo trying to take it away. He's been pesky so far for Westwood. There's Whitlow working it around the perimeter to Blackerby. Blackerby has Parr on him, and he's just going to go right at him. Gets to the basket, can't get the layup to go. No foul. And Chuo with the rebound the other way. Wagner. Chuo, that's great defense. It's got to be a walk, but no call. It's blocked by, or Parr's shot is blocked. Engel has it driving the baseline. He goes up and under and gets it to go. So finally, Zach Engels is on the board. It's 7-2 Westwood. Whitlow with it up top. It's a handoff to Blackerby. Now fading into the corner is Whitlow. He's not going to take the shot. Said he'll put it on the floor and take it back outside. Wagner left open for three. He's going to try it. That's no good. Francis skying in for the rebound, throwing it behind the back to Wagner. Mike's going to take a few dribbles inside and pull it back out. So good effort plays in the early going for Anderson. There's Blackerby trying to get it into Langley, who's got a smaller man on him. Faces up. He's going to put his back into him and go cross court to Whitlow, who's open from downtown, and that's blocked away. And yelling in the ear is Josh Choi. So we'll have some substitutions. Westwood bringing some different guys in. We've got Vinay Majiga in the game now. Hope I'm pronouncing that close to right. As Wagner looking for somebody. He cuts it cross court. That's Blackerby. He's going to take the three. And that's going to be good. Bennett Blackerby got a few up, and he finally gets one to go. He's got three now. Now on the other way with it, Chuo driving, and it's poked away by Wagner. He doesn't have the numbers. Goes up and under, Euro step, can't get it to go. Whitlow's there on the follow. That's why you run back with your teammates, and we've got our first tie game of the night. Wagner with a great little hop step, Euro step, as Francis again trying to gamble on the entry pass to Engels. Engels with a weak pass, Blackerby steals it. Pass ahead to Jack, it's one-on-one. He's going to get the easy layup on the other end. So here come the Trojans. They have their first lead of the ball game. It's now 9-7. 3 minutes to go here in the first. They kick it outside to Engels. Wagner in defense. Engels is going to take it all the way to the basket, throws it up and gets it to go. I would double him as they get it to Langley, and Langley heads up play, just throwing it off the knee of a Westwood player. He knew he wouldn't have it underneath. So we just turned around and tried to save the possession, and he does just that. And after surrendering their first lead, giving up a tie, Anderson will have possession. It'll be Wagner inbounding. 2:44 to go in the first. It's 9-9. Neither team with a team foul so far. Whitlow on the inbound. They get it to Wagner. He's going to try a three. That touched every part of the rim and the backboard and still wouldn't drop for Mike Wagner. Now here come the Warriors. It's Dreschler with it outside, or Dreschler, excuse me, with it outside. They get it inside to number 22, Eric Kadar. Now inside, Francis in defense. They kick it out for the three. That one's going to be no good. Blackerby going up strong for the rebound. And active hands by Westwood. Ref's just going to let him play. Francis is hit hard. And that's going to be out of bounds on Westwood. Jack Francis doing his absolute best to not touch that ball after taking a nasty hit. 9-9. 30 seconds off the clock. It's now 2:12. There's Jack outside. Francis kicks it to the corner. Blackerby going to have another look at a three. That's his shot. Fading to the corner. He likes it that way. He likes to get him up with a little bit of movement. Doesn't like the spot up shot nearly as much. But that's 2 threes for Blackerby in the first quarter. He's got 6. Now coming inside, that's going to be an open three on the wing for Westwood. It's no good. Rebound underneath of Aldana. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on the Trojans here. That's our first foul call of the game on either side. So here we go. Westwood on the inbound. They get it into Angles. Angles looking for the postman, Kadar. Kadar turns, spins, gets it to go. Anderson giving up too many baskets right underneath right now. Here we go. Francis, Angles in defense. It's been a good matchup between those two so far. Jack skips it to the corner for Langley. Langley going to attack baseline like he loves to do, and he's fouled from behind. So no basket, but he'll get a couple foul shots out of it. Langley looking to get into the scoring column here. Is coming off the bench first is going to be Corey Price. Ooh, just in and out for Nate Langley. Langley still yet to get into the scoring column here. Wagner the only starter. We have Derek Armour into the game. He's the first sub for Anderson. Corey Price now in for Wagner. Langley misses both. He was just short on both of them. So Westwood will take over. Dreschler. Outside to Angles. Angles jab step. He's going left every time, and he's blocked by Langley this time. Here comes Armour. Back out for Langley. Langley kicks to Blackerby, and that's where the possession will reset for Anderson. Blackerby trying to drive in. Through contact, gets it to go. Bennett really just trying to draw a foul on that play, but he banks it home, and the Anderson Trojans have a 3-point lead. That ties their largest to the game as here's Dreschler. Into the corner, that's Valdana. Valdana attacking, spinning on, well, he lost it and he got it underneath, but now it's outside to Bresser, who's into the game now. Now it's Angles. Angles just going to pull up. He missed that one badly, but almost like a pass to Kadar, and that's going to be a foul going against Westwood on the loose ball. Zach Angles is doing a great job off the dribble for the most part tonight, but he's settling for some bad outside shots, and he has not hit one yet. And Anderson will take that if you can keep him cold for a whole quarter. Not many teams have been able to do that. But he still has 4. I mean, he's still the leading scorer for his team. And with 25 seconds, here's Francis one-on-one on Angles. Angles getting his hands in there on Francis. Jack lost it, and Angles dives on it. With ball knocked away, Francis has it back. Ball batted around and going to go out of bounds. It'll be Westwood ball. Jack got his pocket picked. So Angles finally gets one on him. Westwood will have 6 seconds to try and tie the game at the end of the quarter. It's Valdana on the inbound. He's going to try and get it into Gabe Parr, it looks like. They'll just get it to the point guard. He's going to drive in, gets to the basket. Fall-away shot is good. That's a nice shot there. Sky Dreschler gets it to go to make it a 1-point game at the end of 1. But Anderson, after starting out a little bit slow, they come back to take the lead at the end of the quarter. It's 14-13 at the end of 1. Going to go ahead and take our first break on the broadcast, but not before we thank our sponsors for Anderson basketball, Howery Breen and Herman, as well as Encotech. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. I'd like to thank you for tuning into the broadcast. You're listening to Trojan Hoops on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13, back in, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Get ready to go back to school and back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store online at academy.com, and you can find all the hottest styles and all the hottest sports gear and casual styles from Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and more. We are here for the start of the second quarter. Anderson leads it by 1. It's Angles outside. He's driving baseline. Blackerby in defense. That's a nice move to get to the basket there. We'll update the scoreboard here in just a moment. Westwood with the lead back, Langley looking for somewhere to go with it. He finds Fred Dale, who's in the game. He had a point last week off the bench in garbage time. As here's Blackerby, Kicks it to the corner. Dale's going to try it from downtown. Can't get it to go. Langley is easily there on the back end. That's got to be a foul, but no, it's going to be knocked out of bounds. These Westwood guards are really handsy. And they haven't really called it tonight. It's making it really tough on both sides. Anderson still with 0 team fouls. Here's Blackerby with it outside. Choi in defense on him. They get it to Wagner. Mike loses it, but gets it back, and he's going to take it baseline. Goes behind the back to Langley. What a pass, and a good finish for Nate Langley to repay him. Now Wagner, the only starter not in the scoring column, but he has made his impact on tonight's game. Trojans with the lead back, 16-15. Whitlow on Angles. He's going to attack the basket, go up with it, and that's no good. And it looked like good defense, but Angles is going to have to head to the line. It's always the official in the back calls fouls like that. 6:50 left to go here in the quarter. Angles to the line. Brick off the back iron. One for two. That'll tie the game up, but Trojans with the ball again. Wagner calling out a play. Gets it to Langley. Looking for Blackerby, but now Langley's trapped with it outside. Dale with it over to his point guard, and they'll just have to reset. Interesting lineup here on the court for the Trojans. Wagner, great pass to Dale. He got a man on his back, and that's got to be a foul. Fred Dale getting the finish with the defender draped all over his back. He got him in the air and everything. But here's Parr as QB1 getting the bucket underneath. Parr loses it, and they're going to say off of the Trojans. It's been a heck of a game so far, a lot of fun. They're able to get it in. That's King underneath, working on Langley. Some post footwork, but he couldn't get it to go. They get it back outside, and Dreschler just going to flick it up. Can't get that to go, and Dale with the rebound underneath. Wagner pushing the pace, crosses over. Oh, he got him! Free throw line, Jay! It's good and one! Mike Wagner, play of the season! Woo! Oh my goodness! The ankle breaker, the jump shot, the foul. The gym is quaking. The student section is going berserk. Mike Wagner, point God. Can't get the free throw. Excuse me, I'm too excited. I'm all jittered. Can't get the free throw to fall. Will come the other way. After all that, Westwood still down just by 4. Parr with it up top, Whitlow in defense. They were looking at that entry pass to the post, but Langley's doing a good job of bottling that up. And right as I say that, got a little too aggressive. That's going to be a foul against Langley. That's just his first. Back outside for Angles. That's Page in defense. Got him on the step back. Because there he goes. He's really their only offense right now. And that's kind of how their season is. It's kind of how this team is. But here's Francis working on him. He'll have to pull it back out and get it back to Wagner. Now here's Page. Lost it into the corner. Well, reset. Whitlow's stuck. Wagner working on Parr. Wagner gets it to Whitlow, who spins. He's just going to have to throw up a running hook. It's no good. And coming the other way with it, with a chance to tie or take the lead. Trojans the other way. Here comes Wagner. Dumps it off to Langley at the last second. Gets the basket. Boy, Mike has a way about him. He just perfect timing on every pass. Seems like. Now coming up with it is Choi. And they're going to run the give it to Angles play. Francis coming off the screen. Engel's going to go right at the basket, throw it up high off the glass, trying to tip it home, and no good, and they're going to give him free throws. Foul starting to add up against the Trojans as they're struggling on the glass. Both teams now with 3. It's going to be the second foul on Langley. 4:20 to go here in the opening half. So it looks like no Ben Bazarian tonight for the Trojans. One of their key rotation members, at least so far this season. But here we go. It'll be Carson King, who knocked down a triple to open the game. He hasn't scored since. He can't there either. So here we go. Carson King with his second free throw coming up. Misses both. 3 Trojans converging on the rebound, and Francis spins away with it. Angles back, recovering. As here's Francis crossing over, getting into the lane. They kick it back outside. Wagner, good pass to Whitlow. His 3. That's no good. Missed that one badly. And Colin Page is there to take it away. Looking back outside for Wagner. Wagner putting it on the floor. Going to pull up. That's going to be no good. Is Mike still just, I believe, with 2 points. On the Anderson scoreboard, it says 12, but I think they're mistaking him for Blackerby, who's got 8. Here's Brewster driving in. They get it outside. Chuo now driving in. Wagner almost poked it away. Whitlow is there. And that's a block. Ooh, Whitlow is there. Whitlow is there. Whew. Tough call going against the Trojans as Chuo will head to the line. Yeah, I have my scoring right. Francis with 4, Blackerby with 8, and Wagner with 2, Langley with 4, Whitlow and Dale also with 2. So now, with the and 1 basket, we'll send Chuo to the line. That basket was his first of the game. As he misses a free throw, and going up high, not enough height for Anderson. Brady Tomich getting the rebound as Angles is just going to pull up. That one's no good. Rebound falls underneath, and that's going to be a foul going the other way. No, they're going to call it on Anderson. They called it on Westwood, and then they changed it to Anderson. Because now every loose ball is a foul against Anderson here. I'll get Whitlow out and Blackerby back in. That's something Anderson can't really afford to do. That's something they're very good at is not allowing second chance points. And they've allowed a whole lot of those tonight as Parr has it underneath, working on Dale. Bodying up the young man, and he can't get it to go, but Tomich on the board. And Brady Tomich has been a heel for the Anderson Trojans as Bresser able to get the layup to go. As we'll have a timeout by the Trojans as Westwood finally has something going on offense. It's 22 apiece. And we'll go ahead and take a break with them. It'll be a full timeout for Anderson.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony.
Back out of the timeout.
You better gain weight.
Lock in, P. Here we go.
Lob into the backcourt for Francis Engel. Engel's got a piece of it, but he's been making Francis work. They both have. But Engels has the upper hand in scoring right now. A rifle in from Fred Dale. That's why he's the quarterback of this football team. As there's Wagner just trying to go up with it. Armour doing a good job of knocking it around, and they get it back outside to Jack. Under 3 to go here in the first half. Francis working on Tomic. He's got a little bit of separation, kicks it to the corner for Armour. Now back out for Francis. Jack's going to try a deep triple. That's good. So out of the timeout, Anderson cans a 3 as they've taken the lead right back. It's 25-22. Francis knocking it away from Engels, but here he comes right down the center of the lane. And a good job for Wagner to kind of pull the chair out from him, but Parr there to clean it up. As Westwood dominating the offensive glass so far. So here's Wagner into the corner for Dale. He's going to try it from downtown. That's going to be way off. Now Westwood with it with a chance to take the lead. 25-24, under 2 to go now. Back to Engels. Armour's not up on him enough. He's going to drive left. Good D by Wagner. And Parr going over the back to get it to Tomic. And Anderson just can't do much against that. As here's Blackerby really pushing the pace for the Trojans. He goes 0 step, and that's going to be taken away by Chuo, and that's going to be Anderson ball. He just took it right away from Blackerby, but his heel was on the baseline, and that's a turnover. Well, I guess it's just Anderson ball. So it'll be Wagner with 1:37 to go to inbound it. They get it to Francis. Oh, good play. What a nice move. That's team chemistry from your senior leaders on this Anderson football team, and that's the football team. Fred Dale's on my mind. Basketball team. As Wagner, that's his second basket of the game. As Chuo gets it into Parr, that's a nice dish. Couple quick baskets for Parr, and Trojans now lead it just 27-26. Just over a minute to go. Armour with it up top. Took one dribble and killed it, as that's a turnover. That one not going to go on the highlight reel. Under a minute now. Parr with it up top. They're looking for Engels in the post, and Francis takes it away. Armour nearly had a chance to get it, as getting it on the cut is Dresser. And Westwood has the lead once again. Blackerby into the front court. 40 seconds to go. Putting on the dribble. As they kick it back outside to Francis. Let's see what they do. There's 30 seconds left. Westwood with a 1-point lead, 28-27. Looks like Anderson going to try and hold for the final shot of the quarter. Westwood's just going to let him run it down. There's still 15 seconds to play. They'll push Armour to the corner. Everyone else standing back. Francis trying to cross over. He kicks it to the corner. Wagner's shot is no good. Rebound underneath. Who has it? And Westwood will. They'll heave it at the court, and that's going to be off. So we've got a good one here. It's halftime. It's a 1-point game. Anderson had a 1-point lead after 1. Now Westwood has a 1-point lead after 2. We've got 10 minutes of halftime up on the clock. Going to go ahead and take a quick break. But first, want to thank our sponsors on tonight's broadcast. For Anderson basketball, we have Encotech and Harry Breen and Herman. Thank you to them and what they do for this program. And then for us at Vype, Academy Sports and Outdoors. At Academy Sports and Outdoors, back to school also means back to sport. And from graphic tees to football cleats, we have everything you need to make this your best year yet. Swing by your local Academy store today or shop online at academy.com, and you can find all the hottest styles from top brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and Vans, all at a price you'll love. So if you want game-changing gear, start here at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get the scoreboard up for you. 9:20 to go. We'll come back in the few minutes before to talk through that first half, see what the Trojans can do to improve and what they're already, doing well. But for now, it's break time for me. Gonna have a lot of water. My throat's getting pretty sore here tonight. 9 minutes. We'll be right back.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close from the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career? What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live, we bring your teams to you.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. VypeU also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each VypeU ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about VypeU today.
It's halftime. Trojans are losing. It's a one-point game. Westwood Warriors on top. It's been a good contest, very evenly matched between both of these teams. Westwood came on a little bit there late. Zach Engels and Gabe Parr, the two guys we talked about pregame, are the two guys that are leading them in scoring. Engels with 9, Parr with 6. For Anderson, Bennett Blackerby with 8. He had a couple early threes. Didn't see much of him there in the second quarter. Francis with 7, Mike Wagner with just 4, but don't let that fool you. He's playing one of his best games of the season, including my favorite highlight of the year so far, a crazy crossover and 1 basket. It's also been a good game for Nate Langley. He's had the assignment of guarding some much taller guys, and when Langley's been off the floor, Anderson is getting beaten pretty badly on the offensive glass. Westwood with a lot of second chance points there, especially in that second quarter, and that's a big reason that they have a lead. So if Anderson can just attack the glass a little bit more and pull down some of those loose balls, those loose rebounds, they'll have a pretty good opportunity to win this game. Of course, only down 9, so even their worst things aren't causing them too much harm. But this is a very good Westwood team playing against a very good Anderson team. We're about 2 minutes away from getting started here in the second half. As you can see, Mitchell Whitlow and Fred Dale both with 2 points each for Anderson. Langley and Wagner both have 4. Francis with 7, Blackerby with 8. The crosstown rivals, so to speak, Westwood. I feel like games between these two teams always tend to get a little bit chippy. Maybe you could spin it. It's two teams that have both of their zoning districts rubbing right up against each other. That's the rivalry. But this is a good basketball team, very clearly for Westwood. I think Anderson is doing a good job of limiting what they like to do. They're clearly trying to get a lot of work inside for their guys, Carson King. And Parr is more of an outside threat, it seems like. He really likes to get going downhill, or when he is underneath, he likes to be catching and going up with it or attacking the glass. But they've got some guys with some good post moves. Kadar and King. Although King only has 3 points, and it was a three-pointer to start the game. But here we go. Ready to start this second half. This game went by pretty fast. Only 45 minutes ago we got started here. So we should be out of here pretty early on a Tuesday evening. But it seems like anytime you have a quick first half, you have a real slow, foul-heavy second half. So hopefully Anderson can avoid that, as Langley, starting center for them, already in foul trouble. He picked up 2 in the first half, so really would be good to avoid picking up that third, at least until you're deep into this third. So there you go. We are ready. Trojans with the ball. Whitlow screen up top. Here's Langley. They fell asleep on Whitlow, but the pass wasn't there. Francis with it in the corner, working on Engels. He goes right at him, gets it to go, and the foul. Jack Francis and Zach Engels have been going at each other all night. And on one play, Engels will win it, and on another, Francis will, and Jack just won that one. That ties him for game high in points. Engels and Francis both with 9, and that gives Jack the team lead. Anderson really struggling at the line today. But that basket gives him the lead back, and it's a foul on Engels. It's just his first. Up top is Choi. He's yet to score. Here's Parr. Parr facing up on Langley. They try to get it inside, and they do, but Anderson doing a good job of converging and knocking it away. Francis comes up with it. He's going to be the one to take it. He kicks it to the corner. Blackerby catching and shooting. That's good. Bennett Blackerby from downtown. Wasn't the most clean pass, but Blackerby able to repay Francis anyway with the assist, as here's Parr driving in, got caught in the air, but it's okay. It's tipped into the front court. Wagner has it, one-on-one against Engels, and that's blocked by Engels. Wagner saves it, gets it to Blackerby behind the back, and gets the layup. Just like that, Trojans are up to a 5-point lead early in the second half. Coach Pittsford, heck of a coach. Those halftime adjustments are no joke. Francis almost there to take it away. Here's Choi. Now inside. Blackerby gets a hand on it, dives to the floor, takes it away, gets it to Langley. It's another turnover. Nate dribbling the ball up, just get it across court and then worry about it. They get it over to Wagner. And Anderson looking to extend the lead a little bit more. Coming up is Dreschler. Back outside Langley. Looking to get it into Whitlow underneath. They do. Mitchell going to have to go up with it, and he's blocked by Parr. Parr has been all over it, blocking a lot of shots underneath. 6-point game for the Anderson Trojans. They get it to Choi on the left wing. He's driving on Wagner. They get it to Engels. They fell asleep on him. Now he has it one-on-one against Wagner. Steps back in the short corner. It's no good. Whitlow is there. He definitely got away with a push-off. Anderson will take that, though, as they get it to Blackerby. Go up with it, kid. Instead, he kills his dribble. He gets it back to Wagner, who's going to try and get it into Langley. Langley putting his back into King. Some good footwork, but a better block. Anderson better stop trying to go underneath, but here we go. Loose ball. Nate Langley going and grabbing it. That'll be Westwood ball, but hey, it was already Westwood ball. You just stole the possession arrow back. That's the way to do it for Langley. When the points aren't there for him underneath, he's doing the dirty work. Only 4 for Langley, but wouldn't call it a bad game for him. Dreschler. Wagner defending. Dreschler gets it outside to Choi. Choi driving in, spinning, gets it to go. That's good defense, but he just got it to drop. Back down to a 4-point game. It's been a game of short runs tonight. There's Blackerby with it up top, looking for his point guard. They got Langley behind the defense this time, and he got it. He had Choi on his backside, but Choi tried to front him, and Langley just slipped behind and got the layup. Got the scoreboard updated for you. Here's Choi. He'll get himself onto Langley, and he'll attack Nate. Nate goes straight up with it. Choi gets his own rebound back, but Blackerby there to take it away, and Bennett dribbles it off his own foot. Got hounded into a corner and got, I don't know, scared? Or sometimes things just happen. But Blackerby has been shooting the ball very well tonight. He's already made 3 triples. Actually, I believe it's 4. I believe Bennett has 4 threes tonight. No, that can't be, because he definitely had a 2, and he has 13 points. So 3 threes on the night for Blackerby. They get it over to Bresser. Bresser working on Wagner, back outside to Engels. Francis defending him. There's your defensive player of the year, and that's going to be something underneath. They're going to get Francis on something. Not sure what the call is. Maybe an arm bar or something, but halfway through this quarter, they get it in. It's Brady Tomich, and Francis there to just take it away. So there's the foul, then they get the steal, then Wagner into the front court. Oh, and that's a nice block and a bad fall for Brady Tomich. Looks like he's okay. That looked like a nasty hit on his tailbone. He'll need a substitution as he hit the ground hard. It'll be Anderson ball on the, I missed what happened there at the end of the play. Just eyes went to the player go down like that, as they're going to carry him off the court. As he landed basically, after going up to get that block, he landed pretty much flat on his back, and you like to see that. Some good sportsmanship from the Anderson faithful here. So Trojans with the ball in a lead by 6. 36-30. As they get it into Whitlow, excuse me. Here's Wagner in the corner. Wagner going to pull back for 3. That's no good. Rebound underneath goes to Chuo. Now here come the Warriors. Back over to Parr. Parr going to drive in. It's Bresser in the corner, excuse me. And they go underneath to Kadar, and Kadar able to get it to go. Second basket of the game for Eric. And a pass ahead to Langley. Langley one-on-one. He's fouled and can't get it to go, but he'll head to the line. Anderson always very heads up with those touchdown passes. That Kevin Love, LeBron James connection. Those just bombs down the court that somehow fall in. Oh, Langley likes that. The dribble shot, heckle. That's like exactly what some players need. That's a great way to get into a shooting rhythm, actually. Dribble, shot. Exactly. As Parr's going to come out, they'll put Valdana in. Gets them both. Now that's 8 for Langley as he's back to his high of last game. Here's Chuo. Dribbling it up, it's Bresser. Chuo driving on Wagner, he's turned around. They get it back outside, it's Engels. Shy to take the 3 there, and he gets bumped and gets the basket to go, although that's a soft hit for all they've let go tonight. They'll get Wagner. Oh, guys. Anderson, so you cannot change scoreboard up 4. Unless it's at the end of the game. I believe that's 12 in the game now for Engels, as it's Campbell Duncan checking into the game for the first time. Screen comes for him. Wagner gets it to Langley rolling. Langley will put one dribble up. He'll go up with it. Can't finish through contact. It's knocked away, and Engels coming the other way with it. Watch the 3. Instead, he'll take it to the basket, float it up and in. One-point game now. 3:15 left in the quarter. Wagner to Francis. Francis spins. Now he's back out on the wing. Driving baseline. Kicks it out to Duncan. Got an open 3 for a second. He'll skip cross court to Blackerby. Wagner. Some good closeouts for Westwood here as Langley has to come get it. Now here's Wagner. So here's Langley. Back out for Jack. He's going to try from deep. That's no good. Rebound Blackerby. Bennett almost lost it. Francis going to take it and just reset things. Wagner going to dribble into the lane, and he's fouled going up. Foul's going to go on Eric Kadar. That's going to be his second. It'll be the, I think the 4th team foul going against Westwood. Anderson just with 2. Wagner short on these free throws, usually pretty automatic from the line, but he's 0 for 3 tonight. Or just 0 for 2, excuse me. Just 4 points for Mike. Like to push it to at least a 1-possession game here, and he does. So both teams back in the odds. It's 39-37. 2:20 to go. Good crossover there for Chuo. Gets Engels a shot in the corner. That's good. So he's starting to heat up. That was when he got a double. When a guy starts to heat up, you really have to pay more defensive attention to him. And Westwood finally has the lead back. It's 40-39. Wagner in the corner. Looking for Armour cutting. And that's just a bad pass. Here's Engels. He's going to step back for a 3. Chuo. Driving to the basket. He's stuck underneath. Choi has it, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Good job by Francis to take that charge. It was a gamble as Francis is one-on-one against Engels. And that could have left him open, but a good job by Francis to take that charge. He was definitely there in time. Trojans making their way slowly across half court. Armour looking for a cutting Francis. It wasn't there. Here's Duncan. Looking for Francis in the post. Jack going to post up. Bresser, and he lost it. It's going to be a turnover. One-point game. Westwood taking over. The beginning of the quarter belonged to Anderson. This second half has decidedly belonged to the Warriors. Here comes Valdana. Lost it. Wagner takes it away. Valdana nearly fouled him. Wagner was just trying to get it away because he thought Valdana fouled him. But it's going to be another turnover, and Westwood, now they're complaining. But here comes Blackerby, minutes ago here in the quarter. Bennett working on Valdana, getting all the way to the basket, laying it up behind the ear and getting it to go. Bennett Blackerby, 15 points on the game. Here comes Chuo, under a minute to go. I imagine they'll try to hold for the final shot like the Trojans have been doing. But they get it to Engels in the corner. He's just going to feel it. That's no good. Got it off too early. As here's Duncan. As Duncan with it trapped, and you've got to call a timeout. That's all right for Anderson, though. They have the possession arrow. .40 seconds to go. Possession arrow with Anderson. So they have a chance to pad that lead just a little bit if they can hold for the final shot. Parr back into the game. They get it into Jack. Doesn't have to get it across until 32. Maybe, I think it's 10 seconds in high school, actually. But no matter, he gets it across. Francis, Engels defending. They get it back outside to Wagner. Wagner lost it. Chuo, active hands. And that's got to be a foul on Engels. That's got to be a foul on Engels. And it is. Finally, they get him for one. He's taking his liberties. Grabbing at Anderson players tonight. These officials letting a lot go. But I feel like they're picking strange times to blow the whistle. As you've got some size here to guard the inbound. It's going to be a tough play. Wagner gets free of Chuo. Gets it across. Zips it across to Jack. 12 seconds. Engels defending him. Gets it to Blackerby. Blackerby draped. Bennett going to try and attack the paint. Steps back for a three. Kicks it across to Wagner. Wagner, he had time to come down and set his feet, but he wasn't aware of the clock. Well, he was, but his rhythm was just a little bit off. He was about 2 seconds ahead of where he needed to be. That's all right. Anderson goes into the fourth quarter with a lead. Should have an exciting finish for you here. I'd like to thank our sponsors on tonight's broadcast, Howery, Breen, and Herman, as well as Enco Tech. And for us here at Vype, I want to thank the fine folks at Academy Sports and Outdoors. As you know, we're finally starting to get that colder weather out, and no one does fleece quite like Academy. They carry all kinds of cool styles from today's hottest brands. Check out school styles from the best.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Start of the fourth quarter. It'll be Warrior ball, as that's a bad place to be standing. There we go. They get to Dreschler up top. Now it's Choi. Dreschler in the corner. Price in defense. Corey stumbles. As Choi going to pull up from the mid-range. It's no good. Rebound underneath to Langley. Good job of just getting that out. Anderson looking to hold on and get a victory after leading. Here's Francis, crosses over. Got Dreschler. Pass into the corner for Price. His three. That's going to be no good. Rebound goes to Engels. Again, the official all the way over in the corner calling that foul. He was 30 feet from the play. The official 2 feet from the play didn't call the foul. And that'll send Engels back to the line. First free throw's good. As he gets 1 for 2, so he ties it. And for how good Engels has been tonight, he's missed some free throws here. He's got 18. That's a team high, game high. Francis just 15 behind him. Jack, Zach and Jack. It's tough. Here's Whitlow. looking for Blackerby coming out off the edge, but Whitlow just going to drive in, kick it to Price. Coming off the edge, crossing over, gets it back to Blackerby. Blackerby going to, thought about the three. Good job to keep his feet down. And now he's going to step back for it. That's going to be no good, and that's going to go out of bounds. So in a game where every possession counts, those are not the shots you want to be taking. Excuse me, Blackerby's the one with 15, by the way. Francis just with 9. They get it outside to Parr. Looking to get it inside, but instead they skip it to Angles. He's wide open. That's the easiest shot he's had all night. As we have a timeout. Westwood with a 3-point lead. That might be their largest since the early going of the game. Coach Bisford wants to talk things over. Full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. We've got the rest of the fourth quarter coming up here in just a minute.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Coming out of the fourth quarter, 6:21 to go. Trojans trail it by 3. Zach Engels, predictably, is the reason why. One of the top guys in the state, or in the area, excuse me. He's got offers to play at the next level. Him and Jack both have offers to play at Southwestern, I believe. So you may be seeing right here at the top of the key a battle of future teammates. But Jack crosses over, gets into the lane, and Langley just through his hands. Great play design. It looks like Nate just took his eye off the ball. Dreschler, get it upside to King. King going to take Langley. He turns around, and they'll just get it back outside to Choi. They've switched Wagner onto Angles here, but now they'll send him through. Looks like Anderson might have been. Well, okay, here's Parr driving inside. Spins on Langley. Just has too much size, but good defense, and Wagner able to get it. Wagner driving in. They get it to Blackerby. He's going to go up. Misses. Langley's there, and Langley's blocked from behind by Choi. Nate gets the ball back. Going to go up again. Can't get it. Battered around, and Westwood has it. So some missed opportunities for the Trojans, and if they lose this one, it's going to be that. All offensive glass for Westwood. Anderson hasn't gotten a lot of second chance points here as Francis pickpockets Choi, and it's going to be one-on-one. Jack going to use his body to get to the basket. He missed, but the ball batted around. Wagner picked it up. Whitlow bats it around, and Wagner just got to set his feet here. That's back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back, but 2 plays in this half where Mike just needs to settle down and set his feet here. Francis in defense against Angles. He's going to cross over on Jack and go right at Langley, and that's an offensive foul against Angles. I like the way he plays. He's had a few calls go against him, and he hasn't said anything. He's just turned around and gone to the other end of the court. (44-41). Anderson with the ball. We're halfway through the fourth. We're nearly halfway through the fourth. About 40 seconds away from halfway. But here's Wagner. It's Chuo defending him. Crossover. Trying to work his way around. They get it to Whitlow. Now Langley with the smaller man on him. He gets it to go, and the foul. He had Chuo draped all over him. Langley just used his size against the much smaller guard, and Nate Langley's into double figures. So you got to capitalize when your opponent gives you something, and now Nate Langley will head to the line after missing his first 2 free throws and making his second 2. Goes 3 for 5 now. That's a big play from Nate Langley. That ties the game up with 4.5 to go. Here's Chuo. Choi. Back outside, it's Bresser. Blackerby defending him. Bresser kills his dribble. He'll have to get it back to Chuo. Working on Francis. Jack with some good defenses. They're going to try and get it over to Engels. And he wasn't paying attention. He lost it out of bounds. He was waiting for the ball, and then he took his eyes off it to go to the corner, and that's when Chuo passed it. So 44 all. Engels with 21, Blackerby with 15. Here's Wagner coming across the pick. They get it over to Whitlow. Now Wagner outside. He's working on Chuo. Lost it going up. Gets it back. Gets it to Blackerby. Choi on him. Whitlow going to drive in, get all the way to the basket, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Good job by Choi just camping out underneath. These Anderson players on offense just trying to do a little bit too much. 44 apiece. Westwood with the basketball. Trojans are in the bonus from now on. And Anderson still has a couple fouls to give before Westwood will be shooting. 17 fouls for the Warriors, just 4 for Anderson. And team manager to the Stars for Westwood. Chuo's got it, bringing it up. 3:45 to go. Choi driving in, kicks it to the corner. Now back to Choi. Choi driving in, he lost it, trying to get it to Chuo, and Chuo goes down, just has to kick it across to Majiga. Here's Engels, Francis on him. Here we go. Engels puts it on the floor. He'll have to abandon it, go back outside to Choi. Now underneath to Chuo, he able to set his feet inbounds somehow. And they'll reset, 3:15 to go. Here's Chuo. Whitlow defending him. He's going to drive to the basket. Stumbles, kicks it back outside. Now over Choi and Francis. That one went off the ref, right? Oh, well, I guess it stays in play if it's off a ref. Here's Chuo. And kicking it to the corner. Blackerby able to take it away and gets it to Langley. A lot of passing, and Anderson finally able to get to it. And now the Trojans and Coach Pittsford are going to go ahead and call this timeout. This place is jumping. It's on its feet. 2:47 to go. We have a Trojan timeout. We're all tied up, still at 44 apiece. We'll see if it's a full or a half a 30-second timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take a break with them. We'll be right back in about 45 seconds. I'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight. It's an exciting one. We've got more Trojan basketball after this.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype.com.
Back out of the timeout. It's a high-energy environment here in Austin. Wish you could be here for it. Although, then you wouldn't be listening. And then I wouldn't have a job. So 2:47, Trojans with the basketball. They'll inbound it in the back court. See what they get out of the timeout. Trust Coach Pittsford here as long as they can execute properly or Westwood doesn't blow it up too much. Here's Francis working on Engels. Screen from Langley. Jack pulled up into a three and said he'll just have to step back. But here's Wagner, gonna zoom out. Chuo on him. 2:29 left in the game. Gets it into Langley out at the top of the key. It's gonna put it on the ground and go up with it. Engels blocked it. I'm not sure if that was the play, but you gotta take that one back out. Here's Chuo. Got King and Parr getting ready to check back in as get more size on the court for the end of the game. As they're just going to let it dwindle. Here's Chuo. Gets it up top. Swinging it around now. Engels with it. Langley defending him. And that one, Mike Wagner poked it away. Wagner able to collect it after Blackerby nearly stumbles. And now Anderson with it with 1:45 to go. Let's take a breather. That'll reset the 5-second count. Francis, or excuse me, that's Wagner. Wagner was trying to go through the legs. Langley came up with it. Now they've got numbers. Langley, Euro step, gets it to go. So after the confusion, it resulted in some Warriors getting behind the play. And Trojans have a 2-point lead with 1:20 to go. Engels has it. He stumbles, kicks it outside. Bresser, he's killed his dribble. Now back out. Choi with Wagner defending him. Now Chua with Francis. Bresser kicks it to the corner. Choi going to try with Wagner in his face. That's good. Cold-blooded triple. His second basket of the game. Josh Choi picked a heck of a time to make his first three, as it gives Westwood a 1-point lead. 1:02 to go, as each team will probably have another, well, we'll see. There's no shot clock, of course, so you never know, but Westwood now. Whitlow, Blackerby, Langley, Wagner, and Francis. So now we've got the parent standing to block us even further. Can't have nice things in this gym, can we? Hi, kid. You should be on your feet at a time like this. But here's Wagner bringing the ball up the court. Try and get as much height on this as I can. Wagner bringing it up. Here's Francis attacking the basket. He lost it going up, but Langley is there, and then Engels is there to take it away. Engels kills his dribble. He killed his dribble, and Anderson, oh, they call the foul. No, it's a timeout. It's a timeout. It's a timeout. All right. Okay. Oh, Nelly. This place would have erupted, but Westwood did have possession. They awarded that timeout very late, though. Engels killed his dribble, and 3 Trojans converged on him, but now Westwood with the ball. They're going to call a 30-second timeout once again. Just 30 seconds, going to keep it here. But Francis lost it going up. And now Westwood with a chance to try and add to this a little bit. Trojans still with a lot of fouls to give. They still have a couple before Westwood's even going to be shooting free throws, and at this point, that's not a good thing with when you're trailing and when there's no shot clock, because right now Westwood could just run the clock out on this game, but with 41 seconds, I don't think Anderson is thinking foul yet. As hopefully the game winner for Anderson comes from the right side of the court there. So here's Choi. Trying to get it in. He gets it into Chuo in the backcourt. They've got Colin Page in. Page there to try to take it away, and also, I'm sure, foul. As here's Choi. Now back across. Page got a hand on it. Stolen away. It's Wagner into the front court behind the back. And now Anderson's going to reset, and I'm sure they're going to be thinking about taking a final shot here with 26 seconds. But we have a timeout. Colin Page off the bench out of nowhere gets what may be a game-winning steal. They're still down 1. You still need the shot, but that is huge. That is looming gigantically for a guy that wasn't even on the initial roster that they gave us. Oh, hear that. But the whole gym chanting your name. Nothing better. And with 42 seconds left in the timeout, we'll go ahead and keep it here. cannot wait to see what Coach Pittsford will draw up to try and get Anderson a game-winning basket. You may just try and isolate your best players and go to work. Again, Westwood out of fouls to give. They have a 1-point lead. Anderson will be shooting just 1 and 1 though. They're only in the single bonus. Trojans still with a few fouls to give. Theoretically, would have been time for them to start doing it then. But with this clutch steal for Colin Page, that'll keep Anderson alive and not having to worry about fouls. As we are on a tripod here, I can't get much more height. But I'll get it for you. It's Blackerby over there in the left corner. Can't quite see him. Whitlow with it. Now they're coming more into frame. But it's Francis going to be the one to inbound it, and they'll get it to Langley. And Langley, he had Francis cutting to the basket. Now Langley has to find Wagner. Wagner driving in, loses it. He'll go up. It's no good. Francis knocks it away, and that's going to be out of bounds. Trojan ball. We don't have a good shot of it. Chua was the one that knocked it out of bounds, and that's actually perfect for the Trojans, as now they'll have another chance to draw up a more, organic play. Because with 20 seconds, you don't want to give Westwood another chance at a shot, but you don't really want to just go ISO, and take a shot unless you have someone that's really the guy to do it. "20 seconds left in the timeout for the Trojans. Let's see what they draw up to get what could be our first game winner here on Vype. Haven't had any Trojan game winners in the last couple seasons, dating back to the playoffs in early 2020, the 1920 season. But here we go. Maybe if that'll work a little better. It won't be very stable, but that's hardly our biggest worry right now, isn't it? So, all right. It'll be inbounded on this sideline, Mike Wagner. Wagner looking for Francis. Jack will get it. Engels defending him. Francis driving into the lane, gets all the way to the basket. It's blocked. Langley is there to take it away, and that's knocked out of bounds. That'll be Anderson ball with 4 seconds to go. Francis wanted the foul call, so it'll be another chance for Anderson to win this at the buzzer. This time it'll be on the right sideline, so that lines up better for us. 4.62 on the clock. Trojans trail it by 1. Wagner on the inbound. They're trying to get it into Francis. Whitlow and Engels knocks it away, and that'll do it. Great play by Westwood. And now Engels is talking a lot of mess to this Anderson student section, and they're going to have to call something soon. But 1:52 on the or 1.52 left on the clock. Anderson still with fouls to give, and this is where it becomes a little bit upsetting. And you really can't do much, as they're just going to have to catch it and go up with it if they get a steal. But great job by Westwood. Anderson had 3 different looks at a game winner and weren't able to really get a good look at any of them. So they're just trying to get it in, and Westwood forces a timeout. So good for Anderson there, as that's tough, as they're just letting their players run out onto the court like this. So full timeout. Go ahead and take a quick break. It'll be our last of the broadcast. We'll see if Anderson can pull off a miracle.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, Westwood with the ball. 1 second left. That's they have 1 timeout. So if Anderson is able to steal the inbound, or if Anderson is able to, they're going to need to force 2 more 5-second violations if they want that. Now they're trying to shake a guy free. Not working so far. They just pass it. Blackerby knocks it away, but yeah. 0.07, and that's how the game will end. Still one more team foul for Anderson, and they won't be able to get anything off. Foul goes against Wagner. They still have one to, as that's a little immature for parents to be heckling students. Anderson or Westwood parents chanting the same heckles that the student section was chanting. It's a little much. As now 47-46, Westwood will just have to throw it off of somebody and end it. As they call a foul with .23 to go, just to let Engels pad some of his stats. So Engels back to the line to try and make it 23 and make it look like a little bit of a bigger win than it was, as he should just miss this. He should just miss it, and Ben Anderson will have to catch it and throw it full court. But never give up an opportunity to add more points to your total. As he misses it, and yeah, that'll do it. So Westwood gets the win here at Anderson. Zach Engels scores 22. And that's a tough loss for Anderson, but no shame in it. This is going to be one of the best teams that they play all season. And this Westwood team showed a lot of heart, and they traveled well. Their fans really came and made a lot of noise. So with that, going to go ahead and sign off on the broadcast. I want to thank our sponsors one more time, Howery, Breen, and Herman, as well as Enco Tech. And our sponsor on tonight's broadcast, Vype. It's Academy Sports and Outdoors. I'd like to thank them for all that they do. And for now, going to go ahead and sign off. We'll be back on Thursday with more Trojan basketball for you. We've got the Anderson